Good morning everyone, happy Wednesday again. I had to think then what day it was, pretty sure it's Wednesday. So yeah, as you will have seen from the title of this video, today we are making our very own fire breathing dragons. So I've already made one and you will have seen it on our Facebook page already if you saw it last night. But hopefully his eyes don't fall off. But here we are. This is what we are aiming for today, our little fire breathing dragon. Then the purpose of this tube is so not only is it a fun activity for you to make it yourself, but it's to sort of help learn to control your breathing when you're feeling a bit anxious. So you can blow into the dragon's mouth, watch the fire sort of move around, and just helps you get your breathing back under control if you're feeling a bit anxious. So yeah, so that's the plan. So what you're going to need for this task is one of these little things, a toilet roll tube thingy bob. Yeah, one of them. Also got some different coloured tissue paper. So I've got green for the dragon's body, and then I've got sort of red, orange and yellow for the fire. Then I've also got some pom-poms. I've already stuck on the googly eyes. Bit of cheating this morning. So yeah, some pom-poms and some googly eyes, and then I've got some smaller pom-poms for its little nostrils. If you've not got them, you can always sort of just draw them on the tube. And if you've not got sort of green tissue paper for its body, you can maybe paint the tube. Doesn't have to be green, of course, could be whatever colour you'd like. And then practical stuff is you can use glue, or I'm going to use double-sided sticky tape just because it's a bit quicker, and some scissors to cut things up. So yeah, might need some adult supervision if you've got some scissors. But yeah, let's get cracking. So let's make our dragon. So what you're going to need, we're going to start with the tube, and then this tissue paper, so I'm just going to fold it in half so it's sort of the size of the tube, like so. Then we're going to put a strip of the double-sided tape on our tube to stick the tissue paper to it. Like so. Right, then carefully peel off the back, and then just attach that to your tissue paper. Then what I did was I cut another strip of the double-sided tape and stuck it on the very end of the tissue paper. I'll show you what I mean now. So that when you roll it up, you can just sort of stick it on itself. Makes it a lot easier. Just sort of stick it there, and when you roll it up, it'll make sense. So peel that off. Very fiddly this. So like I say, you could use glue, but you know, time is against me this morning. We don't be sitting around for hours waiting for things to dry, do we? So yeah, once you've done that, carefully roll up the tube, keeping the tissue paper as tight as you can. And then that should hopefully stick together like that. Then the next thing to do is to tuck in these extra bits into your tube. Then that also helps secure it there as well. There we go. So our tube is green, ready for our dragon's body. Next job, so let's now attach his eyes and his nose, so he knows where he's going and he can smell things. Again, I'm using this, my old friend, double-sided sticky tape, just because I found the glue dead fiddly when I tried this last night. The eyes were falling everywhere. He had one eye at one point. So yeah, this is a lot easier. Right, his eyes. Like so. Whoa. Look at that. So his eyes are stuck on. We'll do the same. Where's the little nose? One, two. Lovely. So there we go. He's got a little face. His eyes are a bit wonky, aren't they? Poor guy. They'll do. So yeah, he's got a face and a nose. What is my hair doing this morning? Sticking out. Oh dear. We'll ignore that. Yeah, there's his little face. Then the next job, this is the fiddly bit, is getting the fire inside his mouth. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut again. Maybe glue might be easier for this one, but we're going to stick with the double-sided tape because that's what I did last night. Right. So you're going to want to try and get this into his mouth as best you can. So I've just sort of made a little loop like that, and then we're going to try and feed it into his mouth. And like I say, it's very fiddly. So I'm probably going to be quiet whilst I do this bit. Once you've got that in there, you can sort of carefully peel it off. But first, let's make our strips of fire. So like I said, what you need is this different coloured tissue paper. So I've got red, orange and yellow, because, you know, fire. Then you need sort of long, thin strips. The thinner and the longer the better, really, because then they really move when you blow into them. Long and thin, she says, and then she cuts the smallest little strand going. Brilliant. It is quite fiddly, this bit as well. Let's try again. That's a little bit better, I suppose. Well, it's not very thin, but it's the right sort of idea. Oh, there we go. That's better. That's a bit better. You just want it to be long enough so that it sort of moves around a bit, so it looks quite fun when, you know, you blow into the tube and you can watch the flames sort of dancing around. That's the idea anyway. But yeah, let's talk a bit about sort of the theme this week and what we've been doing on social media. So like I said in last week's video, the theme last week and this week has been anxiety, and sort of, you know, how we can manage those feelings, which fits in quite well, I think, with people going back to school, people going back to work, which, you know, is quite scary anyway, but with what's going on in the world at the minute, I think, you know, it's even scarier. You know, it's going to be totally different to how it is normally. So a lot of changes, which, you know, I don't think anyone really likes change, do they? So that's what we'll be posting about sort of tomorrow. We're going to be talking about different stages of change and how we can cope with change. So if that sounds interesting to you, keep an eye out on our Instagram and Facebook tomorrow for that. But yeah, the whole point of this activity, it's not just to make our own pet dragon. Like I say, it's going to help children to learn to control their breathing. So, you know, when we feel anxious, sometimes our breathing can, you know, we can start to hyperventilate, which sort of quickens our heart rate, which makes us feel even worse and even more worried. So in times like that, if we can try and just focus on our breathing, and sort of bring us back to the here and now, then that's really helpful. So that's sort of the idea with this little tube is, you can focus on the dragon, focus on its breath, you know, focus on how slowly you can make the flames move, just to help sort of you know, get that breathing back under control, which will help with the anxiety. That's better. Look at that. Oh yeah, I've moved on to the orange. Didn't even tell you. One more orange one, then we'll move on to yellow. Oh, these are going really well, look at them. There we go. Hopefully that should be enough. Now the fiddly bit of trying to peel off the back of this double-sided tape so I can then attach our flames. Oh, have I got it? Don't fail me now, come on. Here we go, all peeled. Last night when I did this, it all just totally unravelled on me. So I'm quite glad that has stayed together. Like I say, glue might be easy for this bit. But like I say, it can't be hanging, can't be sitting around waiting for it to dry. Then all you've got to do then is attach your strips of fire to your dragon's mouth in sort of all the way around. You don't have to use 3 colours like I did. Use whatever colours you'd like. Oh, excuse me. Got tickly throat this morning. But yeah. We'll also say as well that this might be the last live for a while, just, you know, with you know, kids going back to school and things, again fitting in with change. We are changing when and how we're going to be posting these on our social media, so rather than being sort of, because we've been doing them sort of on a Wednesday morning, then Thursday lunchtime, and then Thursday or Friday evening, we're going to sort of do videos on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all sort of at after school time. But yeah, but they won't necessarily be live. So yeah, so this will be the last time you get to listen to me waffle in real time. Yeah, but I hope you've sort of enjoyed these little activities. I know I've enjoyed making them. It's definitely made me sort of learn to work in a different way and sort of try and think outside the box and be a bit more creative, and just have a laugh. Yeah, it's been great. But hopefully I hope you guys will continue to sort of support these videos, like and share them sort of when you see them, when you come back from work or back from school. So they'll still be the same, but different times. So not too much change. But yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know once I've got your attention. So there we go. There I have attached the fire to his mouth. And then, oh, look at them dancing already. Then the idea is you blow the tube, watch the flames move around, and help control the breathing. Oh, his eyes are falling off, aren't they? Let's stick you back on. Should we give it a go? The bottom ones don't really like to move, but it looks pretty. That's what matters. So yeah, there we go. Nice, easy activity. A great one for anyone feeling a bit anxious. I think especially with going back to school and things, this is going to be a good one. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that one, guys. Thank you, as always, for watching. If you do make your own dragon, I would love to see them. But yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.